waiting for the what you call it to come on. I'm all on a different flame, man. You know, all indoctrinated. Today's indoctrinated, and I think last 20 years ago, indoctrinated. Believe gangster rap and all that tough bullshit, that fake stuff. But I'm here to tell you, man. I'm working on language. I'm not here about that. You know, I'm sitting here saying to myself every day. I'm like, what do people really want? I see confusion. You know, I was supposed to go to the range today, right? And it's about 98, 100 degrees, something like that. And I grabbed all my ammo, got a few boxes of 150 5.56. If I was beating know what kind of rounds those are. Got my 223 for because all mine shoot both 5.56 and 223. And I use this at the range for zeroing and practice, whether it be the 20 round or the 50 round. As far as and you can see it, Reinhardt is the ones I use for target practice. Winchester, those are loadouts for reasons. It's like my 45 ACP, um, Elite Performance Ammunition, full whole bunch of them. Um, More 9mm target rounds, and this is 124 grams, so I can use this as the real deal. You can always tell the difference between tumble. I don't think I have any tumble mine. I do have plenty tumble 223. That means reloads, and this is why I like this. This is like my carry. I don't train with that. I train with these nines. Yeah, no. Full cover jacket. That's it. Brass, lead. This is federal. This is at 115 grain. One of the other ones. So many of them. Shit. Heritage ammunition. Okay. 9mm. I know I said I wouldn't, but what the heck? I mean, it's all good. I'm not. I'm about safety anything. Same thing. Full metal jacket. Copper. Lead with brass and copper and prime. Copper casing and prime. So I only brought a few of them because I got a big container. Containers where I keep my rounds that for different things, training or whatever. And then I'm selling these. Oh, they work fine with my Mic-Mac, my Mini Micro, and I think I bought all the ones that actually work. Well, three of them I had to actually do some adjustments on, change the coil out. And as y'all know, these are the 23 round. These are 25 and 23. 25 and 23 round extended clips. I got a bunch of them. I got a smack load of them. I got more downstairs. I don't use these. You know, if I can't get you with 15 rounds, 2 or 3, I don't need to be shooting, period. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important. It's paramount to train. Very important. You know what I mean? Then my 22 Ruger carbine. I love this thing. I got a bunch of these, and it's loaded. 22 long rounds. Okay? I even got 22 Magnums, so I can switch it up when I want. All mines work. I had about several of them. I sold 3, so I've got 4. They work excellent. Mine do. I guess maybe because I had broken my Glock and my blah 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 blahs in. It works like a charm. I mean, and I ain't gonna say nothing but binaries. Like with the BP and the Panzer, if you don't get extra chokes for parts of it, all right, this is a choke. and this is a joke with the gas seal. So I got a few shotguns. So it's damn another. It's important to understand your rifle, your rifle or your handgun, your firearm. All right. So no guns out. And these things are very, very, very important. I tell people all the time, like, if you're gonna get something, man, know what you're getting. Talk. I mean, you don't have to be sitting there all gun eloquent and all that. XP, blah, blah, blah. No. Save that for the ones that want to call themselves gun nerds. Yeah, I'm not a gun nerd. I just like to get things that I know are gonna work and then go train with it. I don't give a damn if it's a slingshot or a boomerang. Olive and garlic. Mm. I'm attempting to make it like home like atmosphere. I'm home, I'm in my bed, I'm gonna share whatever with you. And keep it real neat and decent and clean. As clean as possible. It's not for children, so I might go off on lamb every once in a while. Right now I got the humidifier going. With the lavender scent. I close the door because it covers about 225 square feet in a room. And it's a little bigger than that, but it's working fine. It's a little hot, so I put it down, put the AC on at about 69. So it's just very hot outside. And I got the windows open and they're temperate, but still. I'm all about the relaxing, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people don't know how to relax. And that's why I talk about chaos. Could you imagine having chaos and being calm? It wouldn't work, right? It doesn't make sense. How could I have order and still be involved with chaos? The two don't go together. It's like taking a positive and a positive and putting them, we say positive attract. That's not how it necessarily works. This is the misconception in how we've been conditioned to believe a cat is a dog and a dog is a cat. I'm not saying that's the case. All right, in acceptance, the dog's a dog, is a wolf, comes from a Bavarian family, blah blah blah. So I understand all that. Yet, and we named the wolf. It was a different name. It was close to it, but I take personal offense that we have such a big propaganda machine going, and the brothers and sisters don't even know how to utilize that until they find out who they really are. Because I believe a lot of people, I've been looking at some posts, YouTube, I think there's a lot of people that have doubts, and I don't know why they have doubts. Is the conditioning that deep where it's hard to accept the reality of the truth? Those records I have, family records, and it's showing on our landmass we had some Negro de Guinea. Come to find out, that don't necessarily mean Africa. That means somebody transported and brought back, layman's term, from Guinea. And also, Guinea was also part of the Caribbean as far as the name, and had nothing to do with Africa. It meant something about the Twa of Ireland and Scotland, of Georgia, Russia. Why is it that and I only use the name Georgia because it doesn't omit a landmass. Georgia has something to do with one of the Greek various gods. Maybe ours melanated peoples in origin, but they perverted it. So there's a whole lot of information we know nothing about. What magnifies my intuitiveness is, even in my ignorance, I look at how people subjugate themselves to ignorance. And it doesn't mean that they have to agree with somebody else, nor do they have to sit there and praise somebody like some idol or something, which never do that. It brings into question the validity and the truth of respect. Some people be sitting there going, yo, how can you be in this mind state with all this going on? How can you be in that mind state with all that going on is what I would say. Has it worked out for anybody before you or next year? How's that going for you? See, you're not even on target to even be prepared, ready, or to acknowledge the reality of the situation you're in because you're too busy holding on to everybody else's shit and denying the plausibility of what could be facts based on truth. And that, to me, is ludicrous. You got somebody who knows he's, I hate that word, Indian, I really do, who knows he's an original Indian by label. And then you watch how the system, for a period of centuries, annually and biannually, I hate that word, has subjugated and systematically tore us from the fabric of who we are. Well, not all of us, but the majority. And they are so complexly confused. It's, to me, that's Darwinian. That's like Darwinism. It's like, dude, it's your theory now. Now you're a walking theory, relegating yourself to an ideology of those who assert hatred over you, and yet you will hold that narrative given by those who hate you, and will not subjugate yourself to remove yourself from the dynamic dynasty of impurity. You, my brothers and sisters, are purists. Why not allow yourself to fall into the grasp of the grip of the grace for those that want grace of purity? Don't let it be confusing with all the air and the food and the water. Add all that. Allow yourself to ascend all that. You dig what I'm saying? From the bed, man. That's how I'm doing it, man. I'm comfortable, I'm relaxed. Lavender kicking up. I got an IPA over here I can sip on. I opened, I haven't sipped on. I've been sitting on here for like 15 minutes while I was on my tablet going through some stuff on my phone, looking at some of the notes I had, and I was like, you know what? I always got to tie it in. What bothers me is there's no shares. So that shows me the lack of confidence in individuals, or it's a whole bunch of goofy ass agents, whole neonon of self blitzkrieg type individuals who think they're tier one, this, that, and all this other labels. You can fuck about the training and the painkillers and how well you kill. Show me how well you fucking live. And don't give me that I'm having a mod time at the beach and I'm calm. No, you're a sociopath and you don't even know it because of the dialect that you're involved in. You don't understand no other language. Don't give me that I'm a linguist. That don't mean shit. I can take 5 children right now, set up a Rosetta Stone, and be teaching them all 5 to 6 languages. And I guarantee you by the time they're 21, they'll be speaking it all fluently. So save me the drama, the BS. Take it personal, because it is personal. The enemies of life have made it personal on life, and they think by the design of their mental occupation that that's the go-to in the forward all. No, do yourself a favor while you watch. Don't tell me you hold yourself responsible and highly. You're not highly favored. You're not holding yourself highly. And you constitute a whole polygamy of inconsistency, theoretics, narratives based on foolishness, ideologies that are false, words that are not wise, temperaments that are emotionally unstable. You are the random of lost. And I know. I don't need no cold falling. I don't need none of that. But what I do know, that these words will resound because I also record my voice when I'm talking. And those people ask me to send them. And those I do. Some people don't want to be on YouTube. They don't want social media. I mean, I respect them, but they want to hear me talk. So that's what I give them. They watched me over a 9-year period. Go from here, and they say they here, and I say, no, from here, I'm going this way because here is order. And we keep going to a fake, false place, and they go, hey, you did it again, James. And I didn't do nothing. I believe this. We speak abracadabra. We speak things into existence, especially those things that are not negative. The connotations, the meaning, the ideology, the narrative, even the theory of what I speak has nothing to do with harming or hurting or It's not about that. It's not about covering my six to keep myself up out of hot. It's because I've been in the hot for so long and I realized the conceptual agreement of the theories and relativities to bullshitism that I had to get off the wagon and stop being a bandwagon on there. Someone that jumps on everybody's wagon. I'm not asking nobody to jump on this wagon because I ain't got one. Hell, I ain't got no wheels or no 2x4s or no cedar or whatever. No mahogany to have a wagon. I want 2 feet. Now, if I was with a big ego and all that, I'd say, oh, I have a vehicle. I would cover the grounds, right? The bases that feed you and say, oh, okay, brother, okay. No. It means I'm in my footsteps, in my footprints, in my shadow. I walk with the singing grass. My ears and hairs with the whispering leaves. And my eyes do not perceive, but recognize and understand the dancing suns and moon. I'll allow myself to exist, not as somebody dictates, because they're corrupt, because their whole internal is of leprosy, because they choose in ignorance. And yet, to them, all this is nothing but sounds. Unless they want to check vibrations and look at this on oscilloscopes and all that other stuff. No, it's not hidden. That's what I love about it. Well, they still target people. They still do foolish things. The DOJ, all of them are put in position in place, and nobody wants to recognize it for what it is. Why? Why? I don't want to have an answer. I want people to ask themselves why and be gut honest about why. I want you to sit there and say, you know what? The fuck am I doing? And then take it from there. I know we got some cats in New York, this, that, and the other, probably watching the was like, oh man, this nigga. Yeah, this nigga. It feels good to hear me say nigga. I bet it does. It's comforting, ain't it? Feels like a warm, snuggly blanket. That's the dumbest ass word I've ever heard in my life. And I look at all these people got a platform, they're seeking the dollar, and they're entertaining other goofy, ignorant, arrogant, ignorant some of bitches. Something, you understand what I'm saying? They probably don't even know what a made of sandwich is. It's amazing. The word is detestable. It has no real meaning. It's not lucrative. Other than the fact that we love culture, The Wire, and Empire, and music, and a music hijack as far as in thought of the responsibility of our music, always, whether it be from bluegrass, now it's a bunch of Christian, Kirk Franklin was singing it, Irish and Scottish. We created that. All the way to country, definitely created that. But you see which way it went, right? What direction? The rebel flag, the origin of it is us. And most niggas walk around, and most Negroes walk around, no division there, okay? Understand that. Ignorant as fuck, boy. Walk around, like what's up? All dressed and coordinating now. I ain't talking about that retarded ass weird gay French. No, nothing against the gay brothers and sisters, right? Remember that. I ain't got nothing against y'all. Number love and respect. And that's not to clean shit up. It's like my Asian family know, and my brothers and sisters who need to stop doing the dumb shit, and they wonder why they don't get nowhere because they keep voting for the motherfuckers that keep them in a position. They vote for the fast, swift justice based on a fast, swift lie, and you never get justice or anything. But remain ignorant. If you ain't sharing this, man, I'm gonna have my boy from over there work for the government. I'm gonna come and hack and do some chasing back. But anyway, with mad luck, because I can't see who it is. I wish people would come on and think they're debating and say all kind of retarded stuff. Oh, they got the trolls they watching. This is easy to make yourself. You know that? Oh, this will last 3 months. I refrigerated, charge 3 months easily, and I got a whole bunch of them. I've heard that sometimes, and sometimes I just don't like rolling. But and it's the ice chopped up shake, shake. You know what the shake is? And it's a process. I forget how many buckets, I forget how much ice and water and all that, but you get the purest oil, cannabis oil. And that's how that's actually made. Went there and watched them make it. And I was like, dude, I want like 10 of those. Got a veteran discount and the whole bill. Well, it's medical, but yeah, it'll last me forever though. I can watch people get these just to share this with you. From Kaya. I watched this. This is a different brand. I watch people get this magnetic, what you call it, and charges, and they sit there and will smoke that up in a week. And I'll be sitting there saying, okay, well, what was the benefit? Now your brain's going opposite from what that can help it do. Your body's reacting opposite because you abused it. It's like drinking too much water intoxication. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, people. Like, when are we going to come back to who we truly are? I'm going to tell you again. You know when the white man was created? You know what year? Whenever somebody come to me talking about, oh yeah, they did that in Japan 10,000 years. But what? Japan didn't exist 10,000 years ago. It existed up until it didn't exist until until 16 motherfucking 39. Fuck out of here. When they come with the Rush, that's the same thing. Jews, they didn't exist until around that time too. Espanola, you want to know what Espanola was comprised of? See, this is the stuff I like to talk about. Compared to Barcelona, Spain, and Cordova, and Mallorca, and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. People have no clue. And then we read a book fictiously reporting out the time period based on this Gregorian, not Julian bullshit, when before that, it was what? 364 days a week. We followed the seasons, so it didn't matter because we knew that there was an infinite, that we could live as long as we took care of the earth, and we never had to fear or worry about anything, no rainfalls or anything, because the earth worked itself. So, prove me wrong. Somebody, please, prove me wrong. I remember I was the first one to talk about spritz. Way up there where nobody can see, this red lightning that comes down and strikes a certain part, which is part of a layer. They haven't been up there. And they're always going, these esprits, all over this dome. I'm not telling secrets. I'm only telling knowledge that many others I know received as well. But everybody likes to hear everybody talk about the same stuff. Argue, get pissed off at each other. I'm gonna be more angry with the Moors today. I'm gonna be angry with the Muslims. I'm gonna be angry with the Christians and the Catholics. And like serious? Do you understand the chaos of all that? I guess some people sit there and go, but it's got to be figured out. I says, does it? Why would that have to be figured out? You don't even know who you are. So you would put more time in figuring out something that's not benefiting you. Not curing or solving, but based on emotion and fractured upon a feeling derived from a thought that's conceptualized by programming. Come on. You can't make this shit up, people. Let me do this little trick right quick. Let me see if it works. So you don't like what I'm saying? Huh? Is it bothersome? Cool. So anyway, when you're done with this, go back to the beginning, check it out once it's loaded up, and share it, because these things are the questions I know a lot of people ask themselves, besides what was spoken of in the beginning. But why do we consistently buy into something? I know it's because of conditioning, this, that, and generational gaps of information not given and certain ways to carry themselves, or work ethics of an old way, which will still benefit today, but we got lost even in the midst of that being redirected, as Martin Luther King and so many others talking about, into the new white narrative, which didn't exist because, well, with Moorish, white has something to do with purity as far as the melon being completely, it's really deep. It had nothing to do with people, like per se, pale skins. No, it didn't, brothers. Whenever y'all get to see this video, we're going to start putting more topics where it's more political, so people on the algorithm, it'll find its way to you one way or another. And I'm going to start captivating you right from the beginning. That's why I decided to talk about ammunition, ZQI, Federal, Ronhard, Winchester, all the way to one of my favorite. And I got to do this thing. I love it. Hey, this ammunition, Elite Performance Ammunition. I bought these when I was right before I got out of the military. Yeah, the Hollow Points. And they are. I haven't shot them yet. They're I keep them where they need to be at. I don't want to shoot a person 3 or 4 times. You do that when you're not sure if you're gonna hit the target because of the gun's trajectory. But I figured 2 down range, send 2. It'll stop the person, and hopefully without, ending their life. But it will stop them. It will stop the individual. Because I don't want to take anybody's life. I am so beyond that, and this is chaos, y'all. This is chaos. This doesn't mean that the individual has to be with chaos. There are a lot of things that influence, that are part of that destructive narrative. This, a fun time for me, stress relief, unbelievable, besides meditation, smudging, and all that. Cold water baths, y'all see me do those live a couple of times where I put my red swimming trunk, throw my boomers on, and shrink right into the ice water. Some ice already down in there, and just maybe I should be doing more of that. It's really refreshing. I took a hot shower today. I'm not considering lime. I didn't use lime today. I used Tom's. I still had an old one, and I bought a new one. I ain't gonna lie. A friend of mine told me to use alcohol and 2 other ingredients to test to see if there's any kind of antigen, because he says if so, then it might turn a color. So, good friend of mine. So I'm gonna test the brand new one I bought, but I'm using one that deodorant. I put it on every other day. When I use the lime, 3-4 days before I need deodorant again. It's pretty cool, you know what I mean? Sometimes I put it on I'll take a half, quarter of the lime, and literally just squeeze, and just close my arms. I'm gone. And we're talking about 24 free. I wake up next day fresher than a mug. I'll be like, okay, well, let me go and wash up a little bit, and I go out and be like, well, I know it's not going to be too stank because of my pH because of what I did. And I get back home, in the afternoon, I decide to do a video, or the ones I'm doing on the side, and I want to edit and stuff like that. I haven't uploaded yet, and yeah, see, stuff like that. See, that's important stuff. I have my tablespoon this morning of honey, raw, fresh cinnamon, so I call it raw, and onion juice. Now, you can just mince the onion and get the same thing if you don't have micro cheesecloth, or what is that sheet that in the baking class we use? It's like a cheesecloth, but it's not a cheesecloth. But it's microfilter where you can take garlic and onions and all that, and you could squeeze it. Once you chopped it up and all that, and you haven't wasted it on the chopping board, but on a ceramic, you put all that up in there, and you squeeze that, and you get that essence, that real oil. And that was just awesome when I took that. I was like, dude, I'm supposed to do that two more times. I can't see it. So what I make up is I have specialities garlic, non-GMO stuff, all the stuff with organic garlic. Olive and garlic. It's just awesome. So those are the things that are conversation. Am I going to be dismissive of what's entertaining to people? Of course not. I'm not here to change nobody. I'm here for a person to see change in themselves. But first, know who they are, because that's the greatest. I know that I'm of origin of the mother soul of her own. I can't claim her. She claims me. I can't name anything on her, for she is one name. We call it Kitchener. Father Scott. Those are the stories of the things I want to talk about. Things I couldn't even talk about. Arrogant, ignorant, broke, bum people. I'm sitting there going and saying to myself, and those are based off emotions and feelings. That's not directed towards them, and though it thought it was. That is pointing out the chaos. See how I just did that? I'm telling you something, and I give you an example while conversing on something that's very important. I had to retract myself in them days of thought dealing with certain individuals. I said, this is something's wrong. I said, people are broken. And they're so harmful to self. They don't even understand the harm they're committing amongst one another, and they're living so basking in this cesspool of lies, secrets, and whispers. We were not created and put on Mother Earth for that. No, we were loud dancers and ghost dancers. And the story is, oh, they killed us, and so we got quiet. That's bullshit. For the communication of war, we were always quiet. We never spoke a word in war. We knew each other's tactics, whether they be from 20 to 200 years old. The warriors all knew because we were amongst one another, and we understood order. But we also knew chaos was there outside. We're supposed to have stayed away. Garden of Eden, tree of life. You are the tree of fucking life. You ate a bad fruit within you and made a very unwise choice, a decision. And so Garden of Eden was everywhere. Now you're a kid in a certain situation, or however you want to look at it. The true stories compared to the ones in collaboration change to manifest some fake white person as some superior being of creation and all knowledge. It's no hate to I love my fellows and brothers. Don't get it twisted. Fucked up. I'm talking about facts compared to emotions and feelings. I care less about your emotions and your feelings. So when you're doing a job performing something, I know that how you're coming off is based on emotions, and there's a way to explain emotions away. You can't explain chaos away. Now, when you have order, would you even be doing the job? Some people, I've heard thousands of people, some people recently literally say they love chaos. What kind of warrior shit is that? Seriously, what kind of warrior shit? What? Maybe that is some warrior shit, because warriors they're not real. You know that all that warmongering, war this and that and the other, all of them are based off of lies scripted by certain people in power, knowing they need to rewrite history. No PC in here. I'm doing. Okay? And that's what we're dealing with. Dealing with on serious. Yeah, I wasn't gonna go no further with that. You need to let your mind work. Sometimes when I'm doing something, a thought comes and says, do you need to say it all? Or should they question and think about it for themselves, so they come up with their own answer to see whether it has some balance, some harmony, some order to it, or if it's still just chaotic, and they can recognize chaos and they can call it upon themselves when they realize it. It's like when you're going down the street and you do something, you sit there and go, damn, G. But before you did it, you thought about what was the relevance of the truth of doing it. Some revenge stuff with people who are sociopaths, it's not even about that thought. That's going to be the act because they already performed the act. So it's not hard to perform the act again. Harder to go to sleep, but not hard to perform the act again. So we're at 34 minutes. We're going to shut this down at 35. We'll come back on in about 3 hours, and we're going to hit it. We're going to hit it again with a few other things. So I said, "What the hell? I'll go ahead and show my animal today. Yeah, whatever. Right? It's no big deal. You know what I mean? When I'm at the range, I'll take y'all to the range with me, show you how I shoot and move. I'm not gonna show you everything. You know, I gotta take all this shit downstairs. My bag's right there. We got it. Yeah, I got a whole lot of ammo, man. Oh, I got other things. 'Cause I'm good at, like I said, I'm an inventor. On Facebook, everybody knows, and people I went to school with and grew up with, they know I'm an inventor. And yeah, let's put it like, let me just leave it at that. I know I've invented many things, y'all, before all this stupid stuff and cell phones existed, and I never lost how to make what I invented. Because I was always about, there's got to be an easy way. There's got to be an easy way. There's got to be a simple way. Well, I learned it. I learned a lot of things. Some things I really wish I could have shared, but I think they already have probably created the stuff. You know, I'm probably gonna share one of my graphs, one of my inventions from about 20 years ago. 20, 19 years ago. I'll share one of those, and I'll show y'all what it is, and then I'll let you figure out what you think it is. Yeah, it's like telling you, and then see, because when I tell you, you're not gonna understand. Oh, you're gonna think something entirely different. And then that's when, I'm gonna have to break it down to you what it is. Those are the things I like doing. Made the tank screw. I think the name was changed when it was stolen from me. I'm an event tech, and I still got my graphs, my originals, and all that. But the guy James, doing them over years. Supposed to be going to some big thing, and I think over a period of time, he probably had some people look at it and made minor changes. Still always happens. And from us, I called back for like 6 months. And they said, no, he just quit. And it's the same thing. We're looking for him too. I think they knew where it was. I think the tank screw was a very, very, that was some hours, some days. The conceptualization, the idea, about 6 months. We went to the total design of that. Just like &1, I was aboard the USS Nimitz, and I was a breakdancer. I like to work out, and I was designing clothing wear because I did the graffiti. And while I was in the military, I realized it always takes the team, but it's each individual, and one is so important. It should be important to that one, so that all become important to each other. And I said, you know what, that's like &1, you know what I'm saying? And I had a whole bunch of people around me that I drew on people's letters. I did Calvin and Hobbes flowers and different characters, Fruit Loop character, and the colored markers and the laminate spray. I did right there in the birthing. And I had done rendered about 50 drawings of &1 around the collar, shirt, around the hem of it's gonna be designer. I wanted Hanes do this like thick, strong, t-shirts with certain pockets in certain places. You know what I'm saying? Like that one spot where you can grab a card right there nobody's aware of. I haven't seen that pocket yet. Oh yeah. Just like that, y'all, pocket. But I had the shorts with the pants &1 going down the side, around the whole top. If you want to go shirtless, I had the tank top &1, or you can get it on both sleeves, on back and the front. And going down the side, the tank tops. I had so many, and the cargo pants with &1. Oh man, the cargo shorts, down by the knees, like that period of time in the 80s we dealt with, you know what I'm saying? In the 90s, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, it came back. I don't know, I never did anything with it, and come home and I go to Farmer Mills and I see this shit says &1. What the fuck is this? East Orange, New Jersey, Farmer Mills. I'm in Arizona, and I go and said, "What's this?" I said, "You know what? I've been working very hard to find out who sold that to Nike, right? I can guarantee it was a pale skin, unless it's a smart nigga. And yeah, shit happens, right? Some people like, get a lawyer. Man, please, for all that. Just knowing damn well I invented it. More than enough information. I created the idea, the design. These are so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut down, guys. And for those who come in, check out the video. You know, I always say, like I said at the end, hit that like and subscribe if you make it to the end. Share it, man. The ammo thing, I won't be doing that no more. Now, if I go to the range, I just want to shoot one particular gun, I'll go in there. I'll get some gun enthusiasts to come on board, probably learn, listen to something different. But yeah, I appreciate the time. 40 minutes, god dang it, no. But look, y'all have a good one. I was about to touch the screen. It is a touch screen, but like this, y'all have a good day, all right?